loaded twice baked potato look amazing. Do you want to know how to get some extra protein in there? Why don't you stick around and I'd love to tell you how. Let's get started with those smoked baked potatoes, shall we? I went ahead and pre-washed my potatoes. You want to get some good bakers. So these are Russets. And to these, what we're going to do is you want to fork them down so that way they have some breathing holes so they don't explode. Yes, it's true. It's a thing. So go ahead and just pierce them. Like so. Be some jabby 10. Lets out some aggression. I strained out some of my bacon grease the last time I made bacon, so we're gonna go ahead and use that to rub down the potatoes with because I am out of beef tallow. I know, what a sad day to find that out. Take it, a nice glob of it, and you wanna grease the potato way up. Just like that. Go ahead and continue to grease them all. Get them nice and greasy. Now that they are all greased, we want to season them. I have garlic powder and then salt and pepper garlic. So make sure you do a nice even coating. Okay, that was the garlic. Now we got some salt, pepper, garlic going down. If you're not a big fan of all of the garlic, just use this, SPG. And now you want to wrap them. Wrap her on up. Like so. There's one. We're gonna stick ours on our barbecue, AKA the smoker. So the first step you're gonna do for beer up the butt chicken is, I have a stand. It makes it a lot easier instead of trying to balance the whole chicken on the beer itself. So by doing this within the years that I have, we have learned that it is best to cut the top off of the beer. Get rid of some of the liquid or it will spill out the whole entire way. So there's two ways you can do it. You can open it and you can pour some out, or you can open it and you can have a swig. Bottoms up, I guess. All right, guys, now we can cut the top off. And just like that, it came off. So to go ahead and dispose of that, you have enough room left on the top. I always throw in some garlic, because what happens is when this gets hot, when we're cooking it, it'll boil over and it helps. That wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen. Help. So this whole entire time, I always thought when I added the seasoning, it overflows the beer. So I just decided, you know what, we're just gonna add the garlic. You can't, it's still overflowed everywhere. So don't do that either. However, now that it's already done and overflowed, I'm just gonna keep it, all the flavors in there. But don't do that part, because it will make a mess, and it makes a mess everywhere. Put it in this little handy holder, and you stick it to the side. Now we can open up our chicken. Get her ready for the gauntlet, AKA the smoker. And then you want to pat her dry. With it done and being patted dry, take it, and I always break the back a little bit. Like that, so it fits over the can and everything better. She's gonna be sitting up like this. Isn't she pretty? Now let us dry. Grab your chicken. Open her on up. Oh, she's not gonna fit over that. I need to cut her. Take your kitchen shears and give her a little bit of a episiotomy. Those aren't kitchen shears. If it won't fit, slit the sides of the chicken a little bit. You can do this with a knife or your shears, but I thought I had good shears. But maybe I don't, you guys. There we go. Now she'll fit. Just like so. Isn't she pretty? Tuck the wingtips behind her. So she's kind of parading out. Evenly coat your bird. Get all sides. It's going to be able to penetrate all the way down in the inside. So again, we need enough on the outside. Tip for you, season it before you stick it on. It's a heck of a lot easier. Voila, she's seasoned. Now we take her out to the grill, put her on. She's gonna sit there and smoke at 270 degrees. You want everything for your breast to come up to 165, and your thighs and legs should be coming to about 180. It should take, depending on your smoker, 2.5 hours. Could be 3, depending on how low and slow you want to go. So let's get it on, because I don't know about you, but I want to eat. Let's go ahead and put our potatoes on. And then we shall stick on the chicken. Maybe. Be careful and don't burn yourself. Set her up to pose. Here we go. And then we just let her cook, and we'll come check on her periodically to see how she's doing. We are about 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and I believe it is time to go ahead and pull her, you guys. At the last 45 minutes, I did bump up the heat to 350 degrees, so that way she can get nice and brown and finish her off. So let's see where she's at. Oh yeah, we're a little over, but that's all right. She's super juicy. So let's go ahead and pull it. What you can also see on the grill is I did do some asparagus. I seasoned it with olive oil, the Cowboy butter, and some zest of the lemons, which I also put on the grill. With the asparagus that I added, I did go ahead and cut a half of a lemon and put it on the smoker so that way we can add some additional tanginess to our asparagus. So we're gonna go ahead and just squeeze that right on top. Grilling it will enhance the flavor and also make it a little bit more juicy. Look at that. Open your potato. Be careful, they're hot. Now mine were very big. I did leave them on the full cook. Just make sure to check them. You're gonna start by cutting them completely in half. Scoop out the centers. You want to leave kind of like a boat so that you don't lose the rigidityness of your potato. Let's see if I can't cut out. That'd be a little bit better. Maybe easier for me. This was just an idea I had, so we're just gonna see how it turns out. Well, combined of me and my husband, actually. We put both of our ideas together. So yes, that actually works out so much better. See, look at these little boats. You motorboating? Just kidding, I'm not gonna finish that. Okay, to our potatoes that we scooped out, what you wanna do is add in, I have about 1/4 of a cup of melted butter, 2 chopped thick green onions, some bacon bits, sour cream, it was probably about a 1/2 cup. Some seasoning. I have Cowboy butter because it's going to go really good with everything else. Just a couple dashes because we can always add more. And mix it. I'm going to mash it. It looks creamy and delicious. I can already tell it needs some pepper. Just a little pepper remix. Just kidding, I said remix. Okay. Now I'm going to try it. I should probably get a new fork. Spoon. Okay. It's not really salty, but we are going to add some Romano cheese to it. And I don't want to overly salt it now because that would not be good. Look what I got. Microplaner. So just go ahead and get that in there. Look how easy that is, guys. This one, must tool for the kitchen. I should have had one years ago. I'm basically making it snow and making a cheese mountain because we like our cheese. So I'm gonna go until I think it's good. Remember, you can always add a little less cheese. But who are we kidding? It's cheese. Let's take a look. I'll mix it all together. Look at all that cheese. Mix it all up. That's good. After that taste test, it does need some salt, pepper, and garlic, so we're gonna add that in. Let's go ahead and grab the chicken. We want to get this guy off of his stand now. See how easy that was? Set that aside. Let's just look at how pretty the chicken is. She's juicy. Now, I'm sure many of you have done this, probably with rotisserie style chickens, which is gonna be done the same exact way. Go ahead and just start pulling it all down. Once you get it down far enough, you can just shred it or you can chop it. And if you want, you can set the skin aside, dice it up separately, put it on top for like a little crunchy, which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna pull it all aside and we'll chop it up if we want it on top. I think I'm just gonna cut it. Look, it just comes right apart. So they're too big, just handle them, fondle them, tear them apart. I think my meat mountain looks pretty good. I think it's ready to go in my potatoes. Although the chicken is super juicy, we're gonna just want to add a little bit more flavor through there because it doesn't penetrate through the skin, although the skin is super good. So just sprinkle some on. Sprinkle some on. And mix it. Always taste while you go so you know what it tastes like. That way there's no surprises. Remember our beautiful potato mixture? We're gonna start with this amount over here. I'm gonna throw it in. And to be honest with you, looking at it now that it's sat, it looks a little dry. I might have to add a little bit more sour cream or even potentially maybe some milk just to give it a little bit of a... We'll get the sour cream in. It looks like we can also use a little bit more meat. So let's take our pile that we had, kind of make it a little bit more over here. Give it enough little rough mince. And probably add a little bit more seasoning, just a little bit like we did last time. Taste it. Throw in this here. You want to go until you're happy with the amount of meat that's in there compared to the potato mixture. Mix, and also with the consistency of adding the more chicken, even though I added more sour cream, it is really thick. I'm going to add some milk just to thin it out a little bit. Just a little bit. Remember, we can always add, never subtract. All right, just take your mixture and we're gonna just load them back in. It's like a twice baked potato, but I'm calling it a loaded baked potato. And if you have a lot left over, you could probably take it, honestly, and make some balls out of it, roll it in flour, deep fry them, and have like potato chicken balls. Not a bad way to go. I think what I'm going to do next is we're going to hit it with some cheese again and then put it in the oven underneath the broiler and let everything get all bubbly, and then it'll be time to eat. So we're going to go ahead and cheese them up on the top. This is Romano. I'm just going to do a little bit of this one because we already have some inside. Then we're going to grab our parm. We're going to do some on top so that way it's a good Parmesan Romano mixture. Ouch, don't get your fingers, that hurts. We're going in. Look at that. And this is what they look like once they came out of the oven. As you can see, we've got some nice browning on top from the broiler. So we should get these plated up because I don't know about you, I'm dying to try them. Oh my gosh. This is cheesy, creamy. Now chicken adds a nice level of flavor and the protein. The potatoes are nice and fluffy. The green onions have a nice snap to that. And then I have some really delicious asparagus here. That's cooked to perfection. I zested that lemon on there and squeezed it on top. I'm telling you what, all these flavors mix so well together. It's a well-balanced meal right here. I know baked potatoes are starting to become like a huge fad everywhere, right? So like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see me do a different potato a different way, because there's 1,000 ways to cook a potato. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm gonna go throw this down.